Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new Reddit Reactions video. Ooh, look who is also with me. Wasn't filmed on the same day as the last one. Hello.
Hi. I fished this out the wash, so I just to say.
Yeah, no tea. Right in the washing machine for you. Hello, Jamie.
Hello, Roly.
What's the tea? Today, I am going to torture Dramage with some more lovely main character TikTok videos. Now, these are one of my favorite things to do. I love main character stuff, even though like I cringe and want these people all dead. Goodness.
You love to hate it.
I love to hate it. Oh my god, I hate watching. I am part of the problem. Thank you for joining us today. If you are new, my name is Roly, piercing body modification, TikTok, weirdo, freak here on the internet. Join the family. There's a QR code on screen now. Scan with your phone and join the channel.
Spraying ice on random newbies.
Not the child!
She didn't notice.
What a
Again,
dick.
just filming yourself being an asshole. I'm really annoyed that they've covered up the screen, their username.
Played it off smoothly. Round 3.
I
She
just-
was mad.
Why? Like,
I would
Went
be
back to
mad.
the first newbie.
I just don't really understand like what you're gaining from this. Like, what are you
Had to
getting?
leave the ring.
Yeah, good. And I hope you choke in your car crashes.
Naughty boy.
I don't understand like what.
I hope
Oh,
you
there we
slip
go.
on
That
that ice.
laser tag. What are you doing? What are you doing?
And the child at the beginning.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying it's good to do it to anyone, but the people that you don't do it to are like elderly. There's always like the women, elderly, and the children. Like, they, like
when he was doing it to other people, it was on their legs. Whereas the kid, it was just like,
literally just in the face. Imagine as well if there was something on the ice that you couldn't see, like a stone or something that had come loose, and you just threw it, you hit and made a stone, smack that child in the face.
and you don't even like kids.
And I'm
so
actually
for you
even
to be
like to. I
defending
know,
the child.
poor little kitty.
You know it's bad. Oh my god.
Use the rod, beat the child. That's my motto.
Influencer dances next to homeless person, calling it two different vibes. I'm going to mute the music. Obviously, there's
Two
music
different
playing.
vibes in one frame. Oh my god.
I'm gonna, out of respect, I'm gonna blur the homeless person, but there's a homeless person on a bench, like looking a bit confused as to what's going on, and this woman is just like dancing next to her. She's like lying on the bench as well.
These people are horrific.
These people, honestly, again, die. Just die.
Why
You're
do
not. You're not bringing anything to society.
Who raised you?
Drug dealers.
No one, apparently.
Why are you doing this? I don't understand people. It makes me really sad.
Again, what's about levels and things. I think I'm not saying it's ever good to annoy people. You're like bothering people who are at probably the worst stages of their life. If you were to do that next to me, it would annoy me, but is it going to have a long-lasting effect on my life? Or like, am I going to be overly humiliated or upset? No, but like doing it to people who are like homeless.
You're like, oh, hey, let me get views and money by dancing next to this homeless person who I will give nothing to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gorgonite scum.
You're not only doing it, the video was called calling it, oh, two different vibes. The homeless person isn't a vibe. This isn't a vibe. It's like people who
Oh, you're
dress up
such
as
a
like,
vibe, babe. Look at you.
yeah, it feels a little bit like when people dress up as like other cultures and things. It's like this isn't this is like, it's not a vibe. Like someone's culture isn't like a vibe that you can be like, oh, I'm gonna dress up as blah blah blah. And again, like a homeless person who's on a bench lying down it's not a vibe. Oh yes, homeless sheep. Well, it's like, to be fair, it's like when we grew up in the 2000s, it was like crack sheep. It was like sort of cocaine chic. It was that thing of like people looking so shriveled and decrepit because they've like destroyed their body with drugs. And that was the thing that people love to look like.
She should be ordered to swap places.
What? Wait. Guy throws a couch from the top floor of the mall.
Oh, that was in Stratford.
There's no way stopping.
This is what. You are truly rot as a person if you do things like this. I hope you die! That's where I used to live. I used to live literally next door to that shopping centre.
Which I used to go there so many times.
God.
There's no way stopping.
But
He didn't even look. He nearly killed 3 people.
his face, I mean, obviously this is a screen recording of things, so the quality is not as good, but like his face is in this. This is a desperate cry for attention. This child is clearly so lost. You don't go to this level of not covering up your identity, filming yourself, doing something so horrific if you're not just like clearly a lost soul.
No,
that
that's
could
really
have really
Yeah.
killed. Like that
Yeah.
could have.
That the very best case scenario if that had hit somebody is they would have been very harmed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, best case scenario is you don't kill them, but they still have to go to hospital.
And like, if you've never been to this Westfield shopping centre, it's like 3 stories. That's the third story.
Yeah.
It's tall.
This is on a different level to the other main characters because they're just like annoying or like irritating other people. But this is actually like you could have gone away for manslaughter.
That's ridiculous. That is actually balmy.
No.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, this is Reaper, and I am back with another announcement.
I'm gay?
All right, all you bitches, all you females, all you women, if you...
When people refer to like when people go, "All you females," that I feel like that's a very alpha male sort of like misogynistic.
Yeah,
like
it is.
I know female is an actual word. When it gets used like this, I tend like when people say this, I instantly go, "You're probably a dickhead."
Totally, because my head also goes to like, all right, you just see women as their bodies.
Yeah.
If that's what you're doing.
You are coming to my page looking for a relationship, go f yourself. Because I am not leaving my video games for no bitch.
You do not need to worry, sir.
Women are nothing but cancer and a total disgrace to this society. I'm sorry, but you girls are not of interest to me. I don't know how many times I can say that without actually going blue in the face.
Is he gay?
I can suck off a complete stranger in a public toilet.
Do you think maybe he's he's like maybe he
I
wants
was
to
like,
suck a
this is-
dick? Like what?
This is sounding quite gay, but not accepted it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm being factual, so please go f yourself. Find another man to bother. Do not be bothering men at 4, 3, 2 a.m. in the morning. We actual normal people are actually sleeping.
Nothing about you, sir, is normal. Like I don't.
No.
Normal people don't speak like this. Like
Nobody is bothering.
No one is
Because if
bothering you.
somebody were to contact you based on something else about you, and then as soon as they found that personality, they are running away.
Imagine having that's
Level of delusion.
Deluge.
I don't know if like he'd actually believe that though. I wonder if it was just he knows nobody's contacting him, so he's like, all right, I need people to think that like I'm getting all these women in my DMs.
It could also be a fact of like he could be engaged in some of those interesting places on the internet where he's been like catfished or something by a non-female avatar or something, and he's been humiliated by some, I don't know. I'm trying to be as nice as I possibly can.
Some things make him angry.
Yeah, there's probably a bit that, that's possibly what could have happened, because like, don't mess with me at 4 a.m. in the morning. Like, no, there's no woman who's being like, hello, Cave. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. I must have you inside me.
You've called slut speak.
No.
It's almost unfair for me to step outside of the house like this. Like, I'd hate me if I were you, especially if you have a boyfriend. He's definitely not yours. He's mine the moment that I decide that he's mine. Enjoy him while you can, because I can sense a mental breakdown coming, and when those come around, nobody's safe. I'm like a black hole, except I have 3.
I just want to say, even if you are objectively physically attractive, that attitude
Is
automatically just
disgusting.
makes you not attractive at all.
You're the ugliest thing that's ever lived.
And the thing is, I'm not trying to look shame whatever. This is heavily filtered. So
Yeah.
you don't even look like this. There's a lot of people that do this kind of stuff as rage bait. The level of ego that some people have. I was recently watching episodes of Come Dine With Me, and some of the people that are on that are so deluded into their own like self-worth. And I was like, how are these people even on TV like saying this kind of stuff? So to me, I fully believe what this person's saying.
Yeah, I'm going to take it at face value and be like, okay, you genuinely believe that.
Sorry, I suddenly had a worry that it wasn't actually recording the audio.
I genuinely think she believes that. I'm just like, you are just so not attractive as soon as you start saying stuff like that. And also, good luck getting old.
Good luck. Oh yeah, what are they gonna do? They have a mental breakdown.
I feel like-
I can see the mental breakdown coming on. Yeah, your own.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, give it 20 years. Like, there needs to be more about you than your physical appearance.
So I find this quite interesting. So I'm not going to name who they were. So I used to be friends with someone who used to be a model. And I'm not saying this is always the case with models. They were very vapid. They never really had to do something else to be known or to be liked, because they were popular in school as well. And it's one of those things that they didn't have to develop a personality, because to them it was my looks were my personality.
Yeah.
And I've met a few people who are being in this industry, you meet people, and it's kind of the same a little bit with like a lot of young people who get very famous on things like TikTok very quickly. They're actually quite empty because they've never really had to like adapt to, I guess, modern society or how to be an adult, because they got famous so young, so quickly on the internet, on like clout chasing. They don't know how to do anything because they didn't have to do anything, because they just sort of looked nice.
It doesn't last forever.
Tell me something a bit more exciting, because I don't care about that.
Whatever happened to fun?
Like, I don't care if you're pretty. Imagine actually saying that.
And being like, oh, he's not your boyfriend, he's mine as soon as he sees me.
Oh my God. Are we still doing this?
This is again like a humiliation thing.
This has to
Because
be.
nobody falls.
Getting someone to like pat you down with this is the kind of content we would see where people go into shops and pour milk on themselves and put it on the floor.
Yeah.
And that was like 2018 time. How is it this is 4 days ago? How is it still happening? Because like
People still want attention.
to go to this level, and that's like old style of attention seeking.
Yeah.
To still be doing it. Can you be annoying in another way, please? Can you come up with something new?
It's like
If you're gonna be annoying, at least be original.
Creative,
Yeah.
yeah.
I say this about like shit tattoos. I'm always like, if you're gonna have like a really generic tattoo, do it so beautiful that it's like, do you know what?
Actually, it's stunning.
gross, but it's fucking incredible. I just don't get it. I just don't understand how we're still here. We're still making that type of content. If you're gonna bother retail workers, die! Idiots thinking they're special. And it says, the caption says, the one time we pretended our car broke down in front of celebrity's house thinking they would help to go. Oh, hang on, I took the sound off. Is there no sound? Maybe there's just no sound to it. If you're like near celebrities' houses, first of all, like celebrities are people. Would you like it if random people just came and started like hanging out outside of your house? No, just because someone's a celebrity doesn't mean they have the right to no privacy. But also, I don't know how big the celebrity is. They're not saying who it is. Surely the celebrities would know that people do shit like this, and they're like, just ignore this person because they're being an idiot.
Yeah, and you can tell like they're not behaving how you'd behave if your car was broken.
No,
Giggling
absolutely.
and stuff.
Yeah,
You're not gonna walk around being like,
oh yeah, looking around. Oh, is anyone
Yeah.
going to help me? I've got this awful nose hair here, and it's like tickling the end of my nose. So I've not been taking cocaine.
no, it's the condom.
It's the it's the condom challenge, bringing it all the way back to 2013. Choke, daddy, choke, choke, choke.
That's just bizarre behavior. Don't do that.
Really,
Like-
really weird parasocial relationship there where you're like, no, they're clearly going to want to help me. Chances are one of these celebrities probably have doormen, or like if they didn't gate, that would look like it was like a big gate. They probably got security, and if they're gonna have anything like that, they're probably good. And also actually, maybe you have like Deliveroo and things, and you're a celebrity, you're gonna have someone who picks it up for you, who knows you, or it's gonna be something like you use a fake name. So these people who are out there, they might be like, hello, security guard man, can you go and see what those people need? Like, they're not going to literally come and be like, oh, I'll be the one to tow your car, girls.
Yeah, let me change that oil.
Oh my God. The New York City subway is an enigma in itself.
Oh my God, there's someone filming her singing.
What were you thinking?
I thought she was just chilling. I thought she was just in the pool. I didn't notice the camera.
So before I went to New York, right, I would hear people say all the time that the New York City Underground is like a world of its own. So sometimes you would see, I would watch like it's like drag races stuff in the early days. A lot of the queens would be like, oh yeah, I sometimes take the New York subway and drag, and all the queens would be like, oh, what? Because in my mind, I'm considering a bit like the London Underground.
Yeah,
and like the London Underground's a bit gross sometimes, but like I never felt unsafe. I've never gone, oh, the Underground is like an unsafe place to be. I've never really felt unsafe there. And then I went to New York, and I went on the New York City Underground, and I was like, oh, I have never in my life seen that many brats. How do I say it's the most PC way possible? It was just rough. That's all I'm gonna say. It was just rough, and I was like, this is what they mean. And like when I see this, I go, this is the New York City Underground. Absolutely. I mean, this isn't rough, but it's in this strange of like characters, shall we say. Things happen. In the one that when I was in there, there was this man, top of his lungs, screaming at the Bible, like not just like screaming about it, but like aggressively screaming, and like walking up and down, holding onto the railings, and kind of like looking people in the face and being like, Jesus! I swear I saw people taking like fully just like crack on the, like it's just a place I didn't want to go back to. I was like, I feel unsafe being down here. Are you not scared that someone's going to be like, oh, there's a woman here in a bathing suit, I might grab some of that? Trump supporter dresses up as an ICE officer to terrorize immigrants. Wow.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. If you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but...
First of all,
evil.
Surely that is a crime. You can't impersonate a police officer.
Yeah,
can you impersonate an ICE enforcement? Like, surely it'd be the same, right?
I found a cat.
Yeah, the cat's here brushing its legs.
Little baby.
Do I come and say hello, Miss Longitude? My little baby. You wouldn't do anything like this because you're not a cat.
Wow.
Hang on, let's see what the rest is going to say.
You can maybe see a lot of them start to run away, and you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
And you actually think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious. Absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally...
There you have it, everybody.
I'm glad that he
One
just
of the
walked
worst
away.
people I've seen here at CPAC, and that's saying something. Appreciate it.
First of all, to do something like that, I'm sure is illegal. Take aside, right-wing, left-wing policies or whatever, if you agree with the immigrants' deportations or whatever. I don't agree with what you're doing, but there's that. To then go to the next stage where you're like, not only am I going to vote for this, I'm now going to pretend to be part of it, inflict the misery on people, but witness and be part of it. Like, it get to the next level of deplority where you are rotten. Like, that is a rotten thing to do, to take pleasure watching people be scared. Like, that is so...
It sounds like
psychotic.
It's like future serial killer documentary vibes.
Yeah.
Like, you are a crap sack of a human being.
I mean, because normally this guy will continue to interview people, but you could even see he was like, nah, sorry, this is way too far, but even my...
And it's the way the guy was like, yeah, you go do it too. This is where you can get it. This is what size you get. And look how much fun you can have.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
That is truly sick. That is sick behavior. I'm gonna say it, and I said it, and I'll say it all over again. Do you know what I'm gonna say? What? Die. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
I did say go to Finland.
Go to Finland and drown. Yeah, I'll say you're...
That's my take.
So from now on, is it go to Finland means drown? His dad had a bullhorn and was yelling for them to throw him something. She was standing there and knew fully well what she was doing. Also had no kids with her.
Guy will float for his birthday boy a bag full of toys, only for an MC to steal it from his...
Oh. Sorry, it's mine.
That wasn't for you. She was like, boom, get out the way.
The thing is, I'm not trying to defend bad behavior, but like it would make more sense if they were standing like this and it kind of landed there and both. I mean, it's still a child, but I'm saying like there'd be. It's the fact that she like ran across. Like clearly she wasn't involved in what was going on there.
But also like because his parents were like, hey, it's his birthday kind of vibe. They was thrown specifically for him. If they were throwing toys out to the crowd and she was like, oh, give me some of that, and she grabbed something, like overstepping a bit, but it was for him.
Yeah.
Like, they do it for this kid.
I sometimes you see like the United States, they play baseball and some of the ball goes into the crowd. I remember watching this one video, this small, I think she was like a small girl, like just a small child, picked up the baseball, and this woman who must be about like 40 comes up to her and grabs it out of her hand.
I've seen that.
And
they,
it's
like,
just
wrestle the children.
I'm like, that is really sick. Like as much as like, I hate children, if a child is in front of you and picks something up, I would never just go over to that child and be like,
You're heading for the turkey, young lady!
because I'm stronger than you. I will take it off you. That's bully mentality.
Yeah.
You can imagine these people were probably bullies in school.
It's mine.
It's mine!
Give it to me!
Hi. Mind if I join you?
Oh, for God's
Why don't I have a
sake.
girlfriend? I deserve one. I need love. I need a beautiful wife.
By the way, can I say one thing? If you as a person ever say, I deserve a girlfriend, you do not deserve it. No one is that's a very incel mindset, because that's what they say, like, why no one to me? Because you're disgusting. We're 10 seconds in, let me just watch more.
Wife, can I have some?
No.
A sip?
No.
Why?
No.
You have a very poor attitude, very negative vibe. You chanting a spell at me?
That sounds like racism or something, because
So what are you having?
it's a different language.
No, salí, por favor, salí. Hey.
What? Huh? What? What?
Andate.
Huh?
Go.
Ooh, huh?
Go. Hey. No podemos
Oh,
estar que
what?
se está molestando. He's bothering.
Who? Why don't I have a girlfriend? I deserve one. I need love. What did I do?
It's just so...
What? What? What did I do? Huh?
Can you leave the restaurant, please?
Can I do what?
Do you speak Spanish, English?
No, neither. I don't speak either.
It's just, you are
What?
such an empty person.
Who?
Call the police.
Okay. Goodbye.
Call the police. Now you're just gonna waste police time because you're...
Oh, what?
What?
Oh my
Did he push her?
What did I do? What is up with this gay guy?
What? Where did it come from? And now zooming into some like guy in the back. Why does that come across as gay? That's
Tie-dye is very gay.
Is that even tie-dye?
No idea.
How is that gay? And what's this editing now? Why is it?
Maybe fancies him.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, raw dog meat. Use the tie-dye t-shirt as a Johnny.
Oh, it's an excellent sensation.
When it comes to a level of like wasting police time, that's a crime in itself. If your content was to go and annoy someone, right, why you would let it get to the stage where police are going to, because like, you surely aren't so dumb that you think the police are going to be like, oh, how silly.
Why did they let you eat their food?
Like, I don't understand why you would take it to that level. That's when they go, you're ill. Like, you're ill.
It's just very uncomfortable to watch. I wouldn't even go up to people if I had a legitimate reason to.
You're like, I'm dying, I need help, but I won't bother you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. And so now this is making me die inside.
But what was the gay thing to do at the end? He's just ticking every box of like, which set of people can I piss off the most?
Yeah, let me piss off everybody.
I just don't understand. I just don't. Again, it's the taking it to the level where police would be involved. I don't understand why do you need to take it to that. Like, and don't do it at all. But like, to take it to that level, it's like, oh god.
You were just talking
I talked about the milk, didn't I?
He's gonna fall over, isn't he?
Arsehole makes a mess in store for. It's just so. It's.
Why is he walking around in underwear?
Yeah, like, why does it need to be to that level? It's like, again, it's one of those things you tick the box of like, which box can I tick that goes like, what's the most obscene thing?
And don't do it in a mask.
Oh, cowardly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you exposing me to this again?
Excuse me, as if you do any better to me.
We are going to look at rainbows and unicorns.
Don't lie to me.
Well, I'm not making a video of you if that was the case. I guess Apple Watch wasn't ready for Christian hip hop.
That's what they said.
I don't know how much of the music I'll be able to show because of course it's music, it might get copyrighted. Why? Like, it takes a very specific type of person who is so empty that this is the only way they get attention to just
No.
Live for Christ.
Imagine how the right wingers and the religious homophobes would be if someone went in and sang about being gay.
Yeah, I might actually go to the Apple store and just be like, suck a dick, suck a dick.
I think I might.
I mean, in Brighton, everyone will be like, yes, okay.
Yeah. They'd be like,
even the store people are like, yeah,
be like, now. But anywhere at like somebody doing that for anything else.
No, it's one rule for you and one rule for me.
It's like the Christians who started playing guitar and singing on the plane.
Oh yeah, we saw. Yeah,
from
was that our last one we did? There was.
I think that might have been.
Absolutely. It gets to a stage though where I'm just like, die.
Well, everyone knows that.
Oh, no, I can't say that. People get offended on your channel. I just.
This is on your channel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're like, you didn't say that. You didn't say die 8 times in the video. I'm actually unsubscribing. Yeah. Where is my death? Where are the death jokes? Where is dead? You see some of those people preaching in public and doing things.
Yeah.
And like, if it's on the actual street, it's not really for me. But I'm like, sure, it's a public place. He wouldn't want you to go into a private business like this. Jesus being like, back in the future, don't go to the Apple store. Yeah. But like, I don't know how you can justify this as a Christian because you're not trying to convert to Christianity. You're just bothering people.
Religion is so widespread and known about in society. There aren't people who are like, I've never heard of religion.
Yeah,
before.
That's true. Yeah.
If they want to, if they feel like they're religious and they want to live that lifestyle, you do not need to be singing in an Apple store, knocking on their door. I wholeheartedly entirely disagree with the people who are like, convert to my religion.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely off.
No, there's music. No. Sorry, it's music. I need to pause the music.
And then they get annoyed when people go on the escalator.
What I don't understand is that, are you not worried someone's going to come and steal your phone? I would never just put my phone on an escalator like that and leave it. The thing is, I've always said to this kind of stuff is like, if you're in a shopping centre or something that isn't busy and you've literally got no one else around you, do you know what? It's not for me. You're not really bothering anyone because there's no one there.
You find it empty because you come across an escalator in an empty area. Cool, go for it. But if you're holding people up, you need to let them go first and wait for a quiet time.
And like, judging by how busy this side is, it makes me feel like there's probably a queue. If there was like no one here, I'd be like, oh, maybe it really is empty. I just don't believe that. If this was London, your phone would be gone in a second. That someone would have jumped over this side and grabbed your phone and ran off.
A crime? Oh, goody.
But also good, you deserve it in that case. Because I understand, it must look quite fun if it's going up or whatever. But again, I just don't understand why you want to do it with people around. It's like, I don't know if we said it, but like, they're using other people as part of the content. Yeah. It's not about them dancing. It's about other people.
Yeah. And I do think it is a kind of rage bait to then post it and have so many comments of people going like, oh my God, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't understand how people have that little self-awareness.
I'm jealous of the confidence, to be honest.
Yeah, I was like, maybe if you give me a little bit, I'll have like a typical amount going up, and so will you, because you brought it down a little bit.
Yeah. I remember vlogging in like 2011-12 time when like it was a brand new thing. People just weren't filming themselves, especially because like cameras looked a bit weird back then as well. Like it wasn't got phones out. Back in like 2011, yeah, you could film on iPhones, but the quality was always shit.
It was like a whole little like tripod with a camera and then the screen flipped.
I had a HD flip cam, it looked like this. It doesn't look like a camera whatsoever. It looks very strange. I'll show you what it's like afterwards, but it doesn't look like a camera. And so I'd walk around and the looks that people would give you. And doing that level of confidence back then was actually quite bold to be able to do that kind of stuff back then. And I look at things like this and go, I could never. But I'd vlog like that. Like that's how far down the sort of confidence, like derangement, no self-awareness you need to be to do stuff like that in public. Girl, not on the Waffle House countertop. What is she doing? Welcome to my, what's it called when you bend? What's the bending thing? No. What's it called when you can be your bend? You butty boy! A contortionist!
Oh,
there we go, yeah. She's a contortionist.
You were saying welcome. I thought you were going to be like, welcome to my booty.
Welcome to my hole. I just, the thing is, first of all, props to you. Like, that's a talent. Like, you are flexible. I suppose you're
I was going to say, I'm sure like I've seen you do part of that.
I do think though, if your manager was to see that, or your boss, they'd probably go, hand in your resignation.
Go ahead and fire me.
She looks like she's gonna go, wee, and then fall off.
Listen, Siobhan, we don't think exposing your hole like this is a good idea in the Waffle House. For a waffle! MC is so out of place with cringe dance moves.
Oh,
what are
I
you?
was fine until they got too close. No.
Why are you? This is the kind of person that goes to drag shows and tries to touch the drag queens.
Yeah.
Somebody's touching me!
Why are you?
No.
Couldn't imagine going up to someone who's been hired to do a job and just being like, me, it's me. Oh, we got a bit performative then. Oh, yeah, X-rated.
We're having an affair.
The level of disrespect.
When she was like here dancing, I was like, oh no, that's cute. Like you do you. Like if you want to dance bigger than everybody else. And then it was like,
that's the kind of person that goes to a drag show and tries to like get on stage when the drag queen's performing or something, or like grabs touches their makeup or like their hair and things. One thing to do in your drag show is do not touch the queen. Like especially because like drag is uncomfortable. Putting all the makeup is uncomfortable. Having the huge outfits, like to ruin that for someone else when they've gone through all the effort to be hired from a club. Scum.
Well, they just don't mess with other people. It's the same with the restaurant thing. It's the same with this thing. Like, why do you think you have a right to go and invade this person's space?
Yeah, and a little bit like I said about the other thing about like the police being called and like why would you take it that far? You want to be the main character and do the, get involved and dance. I don't understand why you needed to take it to that next level. Yeah. Like, why was that and not enough for you to be like, oh, everyone look at me, I'm dancing. Like, sure, that's kind of harmless, but like, why did you need to go to the next step? Why is this
not like gyrating on a stranger?
Yeah, like, why did you have to go to that level?
I just want attention.
Oh, this, God.
You're back.
I'm gonna have to beat that.
Back.
What else?
Trump is doing good things. You guys rape people.
Yeah.
You guys rape and kill people.
Right?
I'm rich, you're poor. Difference.
You're poor of soul.
Yep.
It just sums them up, doesn't it? Just sums these people up.
Disgusting people.
So there's a huge story with this. I remember one of my accounts I follow did a story about this person.
I didn't touch you. Bitch, shut the up. Give me my keys.
Just give her.
Get the out my.
I watched a whole story about this woman. So this woman was coming out of like a valet place and was just having, I can't remember exactly the whole reason why she's being aggressive towards him, but she then, after this video came out and she got exposed, she then went on and said the guy who she was talking about originally like sexually assaulted her, came out with this whole claim. It was all a load of fucking shit. No one bought it for a second because everything else she says afterwards. And then she came out, she did like a video where she like drove back to this dealership and being like, but you saw what he did to me, and was like filming the man who was behind the counter. You saw what your person did to me, and he was like, don't you talk about. And she was like, they're ruining my life. Because she got fully exposed, and then did another video after being like, yeah, I made it all up, I'm really sorry, blah blah blah. Like, you made up, like, making up some things about people, some of them I'm not saying it's good, but like there's levels of what you make up.
Yeah.
To say
he was mean to me.
Yeah, exactly. Say someone called you a bit mean. Saying someone SA'd you is like a fully, crime. Yeah. And then she was like, I'm not racist, I'm really not racist. Like, she used a term there that I can't use here, but it's like, term for like Native Americans. It's ridiculous. I'm rich, you're poor, all this. I'm like, you're just scum. You're just scum. And then she
had better get all her money.
Well, she had to like private all of her accounts, all of her business account and everything got like some of it got like deleted and stuff, and she was fully just like ruined her life. Good. And then it was the doubling down. I'm the victim. He essayed me. And then like harassing, going back, we're like, you did this. You saw what this person did, and it was all a lie. I just scum. Oh, dear. And she did the whole classic as well. Like, I'm not racist. I know black people. That is that level of just derangement.
That was horrifically racist.
Yeah.
Tentatively towing into racism.
No, it was
that was just full-blown racist asshole.
So this says, man explains his superior race to kids in classroom. Is he the teacher? Why is it? Surely is it the teacher then? If he's is it a man in the classroom?
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one.
Did you hear what he said there?
No.
He's like, deep down, I'm something, which...
Down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which...
Ethnocentric? What does that mean?
I don't know, but he said, which means I think my race is superior.
Why is it suddenly decided the internet's like, no?
I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one.
He's saying this to a group of black people.
So, white is better than all.
No, let me finish.
Go ahead.
I think everybody thinks that. They're just not honest about it.
Hey, I'm not racist though. I like all types of kinds.
Did I say I don't like people?
People only think that.
Wait, so you said you are what?
So that's a very interesting thing to say. I think people like this, I mean, do they really, I'm like scum. If he doesn't think saying, I think I am the superior race is actually racist. Maybe he's lying and actually does realize it's racist, but to say something like superior race and to not think what you've just said is racist.
Whole other level of delusion.
Yeah, like where is that connection in your brain?
It's a cognitive dissonance. It's because they don't want to admit that they're bad people. They want to be able to maintain these bigoted, like morally wrong viewpoints without admitting that they are morally wrong and bad themselves.
Yeah.
So they're like, they disconnect themselves from their viewpoint and they're like, I can have this viewpoint, but it doesn't make me a bad person.
What? That's not true.
Oh, you know, me being extremely racist, I'm not actually racist.
Yeah,
it's just like, no, that doesn't make sense.
What an absolute obscene thing to say and then say it's not racist.
You are racist? You're saying you're like,
I think everybody's a racist at that level.
No, but you said you are racist.
I did.
The thing is, the whole sentiment like we are raised with biases in you know, I the stuff that I was told as a child growing up in my white environment, like I was raised up, maybe not overtly racism where it's like you're, you know, saying the N-word and shit, but like to a stage where like you learn things and have biases where you grow up. But he said we all grow up and learn these kind of things. We don't, to learn something like superior race is not something that I was never told that growing up. Mine was more like the microaggression kind of stuff.
It's another way to deflect of being like, oh, but I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
No, my viewpoint is normal. This is what everybody thinks, so therefore I can't be bad for it. It's this constant kind of clinging onto straws of like, no, being a bad person doesn't make me a bad person.
Yeah.
You are racist.
I did. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest. No, I'm not saying it again. I've said it enough.
So you're racist.
Who is this man though?
Put your phone up.
I respected you for a while, but like
I'm putting your phone up. I don't think I got respect for him no more, bro.
You know, you should have more respect.
I just think there's no helping people at that point. He's just going to be like that for the rest of his life.
Eat an arsenic pill. Oh, so I've used this clip sometimes in my videos. I don't think the actual video has been in like only the clip that I normally do. This was just after Trump won the election.
They just found a batch of new ballots, 40 million new ballots. Kamala Harris is president-elect.
Bullshit! She better not have.
You know what? Hillary Clinton and her are working together. They're hiding files.
What?
She's your president.
She ain't my president.
She just won the election.
A woman can't run this country.
God, not if it's like you.
Oh, I get it straight.
So she's not a woman.
I knew it.
That's the kind of prank I can get behind.
Yeah. Oh, Roly, that made me very sad. The pure like anger that she had at the concept that
a woman,
Kamala Harris, would be president.
Yeah.
Is terrifying. And then they're the same people that when they see left wings, actually, I'm sad. I'm not angry he's president in the way that you're angry if Kamala had been president. I'm distraught because my rights are going to get taken.
Yeah,
away.
absolutely.
And they're like, oh, you f***ing snow, he's your president. They would not be able to take it the other way. They get angry because they're big.
Well, they stormed the Capitol, didn't they? But now who's the quiet babies? I've used she better not have so many times it makes me laugh. She better not have. She better not have. Like a woman can't run the country, but then she says, no, but I'll have it straight.
Neither can a Cheeto, apparently.
No. What a nice lad.
All right, thanks, bro. I'll go ask him right now.
Is it a cinema? Oh, it's a cinema.
Everyone, there's a fire in the building. I need everyone to head out right now. There's a fire in the building. Please, as soon as possible, head out right now. Everybody's coming. Oh, shit.
It's the fact that you're filming yourself and you have your face shown.
Quick. Let's go. There's a crazy fire happening right now. Guys, quick. Chop. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go quicker.
Don't scare, like that's...
All right, guys, I'm so sorry. You all just got pranked right now. I'm so sorry.
It's just not funny.
You can head back and watch the movie now.
That is not funny.
Sorry.
It's not funny. Like, I miss the days when pranking was on the person and people just looked going like, what's going on? Like, that's, to me, that's when the joke is you're the joke or the joke's on you.
Or, you know, when it was like, oh, look, there's something in this water bottle.
Yeah.
That kind of prank. Like something, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody.
The thing is, you don't know what other people go through. So, I mean, I know this is like kind of reaching a little bit, but like someone in there could have actually had some sort of PTSD with fires and you could have caused someone to have like a horrific panic attack because it's something like...
For the purpose of a prank.
A prank. It's so...
And it's just like you're then laughing because you feel like you've humiliated these people into believing that there's a fire.
It's illegal because you're not just like joking about something silly. You're joking about fires. I don't know how far, like what you can say before it goes to a stage of like you're now crossing the line into like you're causing like mass panic. You can't go somewhere and say there's a bomb or like, you can't pretend you got a weapon. You can't cause mass panic.
That might count.
I'm not sure if that would count, is it? I've seen this next one, but I want you to see it as well. You might have seen it on my TikToks. I made this for sure. It came up on my feed again, like someone else has posted it. So main character crosses railroad tracks early. So he's trying to bash through the barriers.
Such an idiot.
But now watch what happens now. He starts getting angry and shouting at the train.
What is wrong with people?
This isn't just like something silly. This is like fully risk of you will die. This isn't just a little thing. Oh, you might get a little tiny electric shock from something or like, you know, this is you are going to die. But it's the audacity of him bashing through the gates. And the thing is as well, it's not like they were kind of like sort of sub-clothing.
Yeah,
quick
or they were like opening and he was like, right, let me get through quick.
Like, they were fully down. And he like bashes through them. And it's the audacity of him to get angry at the train.
You know what it is? He's embarrassed because he thought the trains were done, went through, gets beat, called out in front of everybody. So he's like,
and he's humiliated.
You train for being here.
People might disagree with what I'm going to say, and I actually vehemently stand by what I'm going to say. At this point, people like that die. Like, you are clearly deranged. Like, you are not bringing anything to society. If you got hit then and ruined, not only probably the train driver's life, because you suddenly got being hit by a train that speed, that is going to be messy.
Yeah.
If you're to that level, like just you are bringing nothing to society. Like, what are you doing? If you're that level of delulu that you think you can beat a train, goodbye, close the chapter of your life.
I will maintain. Kick him in the shins.
Teacher caught watching hardcore porn.
Next time you open your big stinking mouth, pal, I will write you up and send you to the office for coming into my room without permission. Is that clear?
This math teacher was filmed berating a 13-year-old student in front of his class.
What I watch as an adult is my choice.
Not in school.
Yeah, not in school.
Wait in the hall until you're invited into my room. Is that clear?
Jeffrey Province, the student, says he saw his teacher Thomas Yohn watching what appeared to be porn on his computer. Jeffrey says he went to the principal with the information. And later the same day, Yohn barged into his English class and the rest was caught on camera.
So it wasn't even his class. The teacher was like, obviously got reprimanded by the principal. And
as he should.
And the teacher's gonna have a fit and walked over to the pupil and gone, how dare you come into my... That's obscene. Pornography is used in a very specific type of thing where you go to do a very specific type of activity. It's not a thing that you go, I'm just going to go home and watch an episode of My Hard Addiction. And, you know, you're doing it, whack it out. If you're watching it outside of that, there's an issue there. It's not meant for that. Same with any other substances, like substances, things like alcohol, used in very specific situations. If you're getting drunk every day, there is an issue. If you're taking drugs every day, there is obviously an issue. But like, I honestly feel like pornography is the same thing. You're watching porn constantly all the time, affects your brain chemicals, your dopamine receptors, like eventually you get numb to it. When you're doing this and you're literally in your fucking work, in school, watching it, and then you're getting angry because a pupil has like seen you do it.
You're not getting angry because he walked into the classroom.
No.
I'm sure if you hadn't been watching something inappropriate and a student walked in to talk to you, you would have an issue. That's just so wrong on so many levels. Like, what are you doing putting Forrest Hump on in school?
Yeah.
I'm coming!
Now I'm telling you, you keep your big flap shut.
So he's upset that he got caught, not, yeah.
I'm a grown-up who can watch whatever I want.
Although officials told his mother that Yon had been suspended pending an investigation.
No, because the rest of the news thing said, yeah, that's really bad. That's really bad. Yeah. A prayer of dance for all affected by fires in LA. The remaining survivors died watching this.
You're right. You know when it's like, look, I can see you probably had like a nice sentiment with that, but it's just not. It's not the vibe.
That's not. That feels like during COVID, when all the fucking celebrities were singing "Imagine all the people." You are the elite group of people in the world that can change the world with their money. Decide
and they sing.
They sit there and singing "Imagine all the people," and it's like, again, you might have had good intentions, but
you know what
this is so out of touch.
You make it over a minute. You do the text that says, and watch this whole video, and all of the like TikTok fund money made is going.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you make something like that productive.
But you've just made, essentially you're just making a disaster about yourself.
Yeah, you're like, let me show off my dancing skills. And jump on something that's trendy.
In the one that I did with Aaron last time, there was a guy with loads of, it was like literally within one of the fires that were happening, and he was like posing, like doing like muscle poses, and it was just utterly obscene. Main character spotted at a concert yesterday. Imagine paying all this money to go to a concert to see someone,
and then you don't.
And you decide, oh no, I'm gonna do it to myself.
Where I could see that, okay, if it's like your favorite song, and for one of the choruses, you like quickly just like film me with my favorite singer in the background, and then you immediately switch back onto the concert. That would kind of be acceptable if you wanted just like a picture of you if you're right at the front. I just like, you're just missing something.
You're just missing what's going on. Also, so I get this quite often as someone who frequently goes to like raves and stuff. Do you know what annoys me so much is when there is someone doing like a DJ set or a performer. When you go to a concert, everyone is here facing forward. Like it's very rare that someone is facing, like 99% of the people there are like enjoying themselves dancing forward. They've got friends, like they're dancing next to their friend or something, and they're facing forward. Sometimes then you get like a set of people who are like this, and they're dancing, and they dance in like weird ways like this, and it's like bashing into people because they're like, there is space for everyone, but when you're done then dancing against the crowd, it's so like, when I went to a couple like last weekend, this video's going way later, but one of my last ones I did was a trance event, and it happened, and me and my friend Hannah were just like dancing, and there was someone here, and they were doing this because they were like dancing sort of like sideways, and they kept hitting me because again, they're going in a different way than the rest of the crowd is going. So the crowd's moving this way and you're sort of moving this way, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Just die.
Southwest mate delay. Flight attendant left. Got a couple. Maybe this is just me because I'm grumpy. I don't know what it is. I actually hate this style of like singing a cappella group. When there's someone there going, someone's there. There's something. It makes me like. I get something about beatboxing. It makes my soul cringe, and I don't know why. I'm sure some of them might be very talented, but this sort of a cappella beatboxing, it makes my skin crawl, and I don't know why. I have like a real adverse reaction to it.
Yeah, you have a very specific music taste as well, and this is just like
so far.
You could not get further away from your taste with this. I feel like if this isn't religious and it was just like 30 seconds, it wouldn't bother me too much. If it lasted a whole flight, like I'd rather this than like rowdy stag lads being like, "Whoa."
I'd rather nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd rather nothing.
Shut up.
I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line.
Oh.
Do not make mistakes. But I can't live that way.
No, I'd hate it. I'd be like, can you please be quiet?
Sound mean. Not that I could do any of it, but he just wasn't good enough.
He wasn't a great singer, though. He wasn't a great singer.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like someone thinking that they needed a bit of tweaking and backing music. It's fine, but a cappella, absolutely not. The raw vocals. You're not a raw vocal stem person.
I think it's just that assumption of like, oh no, people want to listen to it.
People want to listen.
Like
Yeah,
it.
I think as well. Like, if you're on the street, fine, but like to be able, like, you've basically said to people, you will listen. To
Yeah,
me.
when it's on a plane, is
There's no escaping it. So basically, you're taking people's consent away from wanting to be involved in what you're doing, and that's where I draw the line.
I don't like hate it vehemently.
Oh, I do.
I wouldn't necessarily enjoy it.
No, Aussie Puppy is the main character.
Oh, that's
Me. I'm the star of this video, not you, Betty. I love those dogs.
They're so pretty.
They're such interesting, like the color patterns on it. So interesting.
I mean, if I was that gorgeous, maybe I would think I was the main character as well.
Well, not think. You
Would
are.
be, yeah.
That's very cute.
Yeah, dogs can be the main characters.
Caught a whiff of some sort of something sour on my flight yesterday. Looked around and Kit's on the seats with Kit's on our seats when we arrived, even including a pair of socks. It was 5 hours. He's got. Wait a minute. Has he tied sock around his? Like, it looks like he's tied.
That might be an eye mask.
No, he's got an eye mask on, but it looks like he's tied socks around the eye mask to like keep it on.
That would be a very interesting choice.
I don't even like walking without socks on in my own house.
Yeah, you're gonna get a veruca.
Oh my god, Veruca Salt. Is that an actual name? I'm Veruca Salt. Do people actually call their children Veruca?
They're jealous of me.
It's just a bit like uncouth. It's just not something you do as a civilized person on a public transport.
You need a toilet.
Yeah,
I hope you put your shoes back on to go to the toilet.
Maybe he he washes his feet in the toilet bowl. And the thing is as well, this person's flying first class, so clearly they've got money. Just shows money can't buy class.
He's such a bitch.
Nobody wants to see your toes, Richard.
Yeah, I don't really understand. And give it a warts and verrucas. I'm Veruca Salt. You're always making things difficult. Well, guys, we were literally aboard that trigger train. 2 feet up a spit permanent tree, but I'm not half. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
It's an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
So what was your favourite thing on today's episode of Gout?
Oh, God. I just keep seeing the chair in the Stratford going over the balcony.
Yeah, that was unhinged. That's not even main character.
Awful.
That's just like criminal.
Yeah. And then, the woman who was like, I'll have your boyfriend.
Can you imagine? It's true, though. She can have my boyfriend because he's dead. Oh, I don't even know what to say. After 2 videos of just nonsense, my brain's rotten, and now we're going to do more nonsense.
Let's eat some food.
What food should we have?
I don't know.
Oh. So if you want to go to Jamie's channel, we actually did a video where we were looking at transvestigators. We've done it once before and it was really funny, so I'm excited to see it again.
There's one in particular I can't wait for you to see.
Oh, it's a photo of me. Like, this person is clearly an alien from the planet. Like,
but you are, you told me.
Species investigated.
Sure. You know that's going to be a thing.
Oh, I've got some things I need to show you after this video. Anyway, yeah, head over to that. Head over to Jamie's channel. I'll put a link down below in the pinned comment and all that stuff. Yeah, to go to the video. And thank you for joining us today. And be fabulous. Oh no, I keep forgetting. I always forget to do shout outs for patrons when I got people here, even though we just did one. Thank you for being my top tier patrons. No. Bye.
Bye.